afternoon, everyone. This is Tony from her Homestead Skills. So yes, I am watching what the fallout from the election is, and some of it is pretty amusing and some of it is pretty sad. One would have hoped that the other side would come together, and some are beginning to understand that they should be really assessing what went wrong for them and what they need to do to resolve it, and that's a good thing. And others are digging in, unwilling to admit that they have any fault or any responsibility for the outcome, whereas so many of them actually do, to varying degrees. And the other thing that I found was fairly amusing was that with all the money that they managed to raise, I understand it was over $1 billion, they ended it with a debt, which just floors me. But of course, when you're paying Oprah $1 million to show up for, what, 10, 20 minutes, I don't think she was there much longer than that. I guess the bills will mount up. I suspect that a lot of the other entertainers will also have wanted a substantial amount, and probably not as much as what Oprah can command, but suspect that they still wanted a substantial amount to perform or to present themselves or to get on stage. Anyway, that is over, and of course, yeah, there's a lot going on because of it. Ukraine and Russia and the Middle East is saying that they want to end the war. Hamas wants to end the war. Well, we'll see if they actually do or not. But yes, there does seem to be quite a shift in the world stage, which was kind of expected. Anyway, I decided to take some time off today and go to the thrift store, and I have not gone, well, I did go recently, but not as regularly as what I normally do. And I was pleasantly surprised today. So I did go to 2 different thrift stores, which is what I usually do when I do that trip. And the first one was, of course, a Value Village. And of course, what was a bit of a surprise to me was that I did find 6 of my blue willow patterned dishes, and they were $15, $14.99 for 6. And it was funny because they were on a higher shelf where you can't really see what the patterns are, but I thought, oh, let me take a look at that one and see what it is. And to my surprise, blue willow. And oh, it's not that I need any more of those, but it's always good to have, because I do use those as my everyday dishes, and I have no issue picking up another 6 of them at a time if I find them, or another 2 or 3 if the price is reasonable, whatever the case is. But I felt that 6 for $15 was fairly reasonable for something that I used to pay a whole lot more for. And then after traversing through the whole store, and you know, there are certain things I look for, and there was nothing else that interested me, although what I did notice was that there is a lot of Christmas decoration now out. So yes, all these, I have no idea where they store these things in the off season, but all of a sudden the shelves are full of Christmas decor of all kinds. So that's quite interesting. And yeah, I'm not really looking for Christmas decor, but some of it is interesting, some of it is nice, some of it is well used, some of it looks fairly new. So yeah, maybe later on in the season, in the year, I mean, there's still a ways, there's still time for that. Want to get through the fall before I look at Christmas decor. So anyway, I left Value Village and made my way over to the Salvation Army thrift store, which is it is one of my favorite ones. It is one that I usually find, well, I shouldn't say that. Between the 2 of them, I do find some good things. And what I found at the Salvation Army store, and I was actually extremely surprised to find it, was a little pot. Now I picked this up because it looked gray, and I thought, gee, I wonder if that's just plastic. But no, I picked it up, and sure enough, it is cast iron. And I glanced at the bottom, and lo and behold, it's a Griswold. Whoa, a little Griswold. And it says it is a deep patty bowl. Now I had to go on the internet to find out what a deep patty bowl is, and apparently this is one piece of a set, and the rest of the set is I guess little items that you screw onto a handle, and I guess this one is where you put your deep fat or oils or whatever and put it on the stove and heat it up, and the other ones are just little thin, smaller rosette type things, perhaps. You know, they have a few different shapes, and the center is screwed onto a long little handle, probably the same material as this handle, very strong. And you dip it in your batter, and then you dip it into this bowl, and you fry it up. And I guess it's a cookie or a batter cookie that you're making. So yeah, so this is a deep patty bowl, Erie, Pennsylvania, number 72, Griswold, and I paid $3.60 for this, and could not resist. Now this one looks like it's never been used. As a matter of fact, it's just got that gray patina, which looks like it was never even, never used. When they get used, they develop more of a black patina. So yeah, it looks absolutely brand spanking new. A shame that the rest of the pieces weren't with it, but now I'll just have to keep my eye out for those and see if I can find them. And if not, this was still a score. And I did look on the internet to see what these things are worth, and the least expensive one I could find was $39, and the most expensive, and that's just for the bowl alone, was $99. Now there were also quite a number of them in different ranges, and there was ones at the high end with all the other accessories. So yeah, but still, it's a score at $3.99. Actually, I paid $3.60 because they gave me a senior's discount. I didn't even have to ask for it, so I guess I'm starting to look like a senior. As much as you don't want to, yeah, I guess you can't get away with that anymore. So anyway, that's my very exciting thrift store haul for the day. And yeah, it's been a long time since I found any decent china or decent cast iron. I mean, I do see pieces of both many times, but not the patterns that I choose in the cast iron in the china or in the cast iron. Like today, I've got so many pieces of cast iron that I will only pick up a unique piece like this one, or something that is an extraordinarily good price like this one, or something that I don't have, because I have skillets galore. I have more skillets than I know what to do with. So yes, this, I don't know what I could use this for, but I will find a use for it. And if I do find the accessories, maybe I'll make some batter cookies with it. Anyway, this is Tony from Her Homestead Skills. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.